Okay, next we have Lisa Liang from Chemistry and Biochemistry with the talk, Fixing Misprinted RNA Recipes.
Have you ever tried to make a cake? To make a delicious cake, first you need a cookbook, and then you print out a copy of your favorite recipe, and then you make the cake following the instructions. Just like making a cake, the cells in our body produces protein molecules by following the instruction of the recipe, which is the RNA, copied from the cookbook, which is the DNA. This is the central dogma of molecular biology. Protein molecules play very important roles in the cells. We don't want an unhealthy protein to mess up the cellular function, just like how we don't want to make a disastrous cake for our friend's birthday party. But unfortunately, sometimes the cells misprint these RNA recipes, and that will lead to serious diseases. For example, in muscular dystrophy patient cells, some RNAs have wrong insertions. In hemophilia patient cells, some RNAs have wrong RNA bases. These misprinted RNAs carry wrong genetic information so that the cells would constantly produce abnormal proteins, which simply just lose their function or even worse, be toxic to the cells. How to make a delicious cake with a misprinted recipe? That's why we want to fix the recipe. My research focuses on engineering an RNA recognizing toolkit to fix the abnormal RNA. The first part of the toolkit would be an RNA recognizing protein, which acts like a hand gripping the target RNA. The second part of the toolkit would either be an RNA degrading enzyme, which acts like a scissor to remove toxic RNAs, or it would be an RNA editing enzyme, which acts like an eraser to correct the wrong RNA bases. My job is to create mutations in the gripping hands to make sure the hand will only target the toxic RNAs, but not the normal good RNAs. Each unique hand would recognize a unique toxic RNA sequence, but not the good RNA sequence. Once these toxic RNAs are fixed, the cells can finally produce healthy proteins, and the disease could be cured. I really hope that one day my research will be applied in therapeutics so that everyone can be healthy to make yummy cakes and enjoy the cakes they make. Thank you.
Fantastic job, Lisa.
Thank you.
So we'd love to get to know you a little bit better too. So how about you tell us about somebody who's had an impact on your life?
I would say it's Professor Jen Himster. So she's a professor from Emory University, actually. And I happened to go to her seminar talk in my first year PhD. I didn't remember what she was talking about her research, but she mentioned how people always forget about their potentials in achieving something, but just looking up to someone successful and say, I could never do that. So that was very encouraging, especially when I was kind of struggling in my first year PhD life with all the stuff happening at the same time, and I follow her Twitter, and it encouraged me over time, and I gradually built up my confidence. And finally, today, I'm on the virtual stage of Grad Slam. That's amazing.
It sure is. Yeah, and I'm so glad you had an opportunity to meet this amazing person to inspire you. What's on your bucket list?
There's actually a lot in my bucket list. For example, do you know Chinese lion dancing?
Tell us more.
So it's a traditional performance for Chinese people, or actually a lot of Asian countries. In Lunar New Year, people dress in lions and dance as lions to celebrate the New Year. So one of my bucket lists is to play the lion head in one performance show because that was physically pretty demanding. I have to work out a little bit more to be fit into that. But yeah, I love that.
That sounds really, really fun. A great bucket list item. Hey, what's your favorite way to recharge your batteries?
I would secretly tell you that I would go to a hot shower and I would sing along some songs, just did a little karaoke myself. So yeah, that's my way of recharging.
Everybody is an incredible singer in the shower, right?
True, I agree.
So what's one thing maybe people don't know about you?
I guess people mostly don't know about I love fruits and I eat fruit every day, like a lot. And I like to cut the fruit into very tiny pieces with half an hour and eat them every day.
Yeah, fruit is my guilty pleasure too. And of course, being in California, we have access to some amazing produce and fruit.
That's true.
Well, listen, congratulations on reaching this finalist stage in Grad Slam. We're so very proud of you. So good job.
Thank you.